Hello everyone, my name is Clint, otherwise known as Mr.Clintastik, preparing to jump into a ranked draft of Throne of Eldraine on MTG Arena. If you are watching on YouTube and you enjoy my content, please be sure to like and subscribe to help my channel grow in the future. Let's jump right in. Okay. A really good rare. I say really good. I don't know. I need to come up with some kind of scale so that everyone understands what I mean by good or bad or whatever. But Oathsworn Knight is decent. 3-drop, double black. ETBs with 4 counters on it. It attacks each combat if able. So you want to have this in more of a aggressive strategy where you're already kind of beating them down, like red-black knights, white-black knights. Because its creature type is a knight, that's very relevant. It attacks each turn if able, and also if damage would be dealt to Oathsworn Knight while it has a 1/1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove the 1/1 counter from it. So, you know, I think that this paired with like Lash of Thorns, which is a 1-drop instant, gives something Death Touch. You know, this might actually give you several good trade-offs in combat, or I don't know, or maybe a way to put more counters on it might be nice. I'm gonna consider that. There's also like Merfolk's Secret Keeper, and I mean, how do you play Oathsworn Knight if it's in your yard from Merfolk's Secret Keeper? There's also Ginger Brute. Ginger Brute has proved to be pretty decent to me. You know, if you can get counters on Ginger Brute and make it unblockable, it becomes a decent threat in this format. I'm not gonna go all in on like a mill strategy right off the bat. I'm gonna get the Oathsworn Knight and see what happens. Try to keep it interesting. There's another Secret Keeper. There's a lot of blue in this pack here. A lot of blue in this pack. I mean, hindsight is 20/20. If I would have known off the bat I would have had 2 Secret Keepers, I may have just gone blue right off the bat, because say this pack comes back around. I mean, I guess we have things that we could get. We could get Eye Collector, we could get Wicked Guardian, and we could get Rose Thorn. No, not Rose Thorn Halberd. We're not green, but it's only like 2 black cards in the whole pack. I mean, I say we're not green, but right now we could be going into like black green. Do we want to do that? Like Oathsworn Knight doesn't go in the food deck at all, but Savvy Hunter is just a good card all on its own. I'm gonna pick the Savvy Hunter. I'm not gonna force the mill strategy just because I think it's coming around. When we have, you know, a good rare, a good uncommon. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Oathsworn Knight does go in green-black food. You know, find some pump spells like Insatiable Appetite, or add Rosethorn Halberd to it. That could really be devastating. I hate that I'm getting all these like 3-drop creatures though, because here I'm looking at Lost Legion. It's just a 2/3 knight that scries you 3, which I don't think is bad. There was also an Insatiable Appetite, but hopefully things like that come around. I like Heraldic Banner, but I would honestly much rather have like a Spinning Wheel there. Hypnotic Sprite isn't bad for if you're in blue already. Like, honestly, this deck could have been mono blue already, but we've already kind of chose our path, so that is how it is. There's a Wildwood Tracker down here, which in green black isn't bad. Just an early game creature, which I think that's what I'm gonna pick. I want Forever Young, I want Lash of Thorns, and I want the Giant Skewer. But I really just need a low drop creature so that our curve starts evening out here. Alright, there's several cards in this pack that I wouldn't mind having. Like there's Reeve Soul, destroy target creature, power 3 or less. And I think that's gonna be the pick. I would love to have this Foreboding Fruit, though, especially being in green black, but we already have so many 3-drops. Like, I'm okay if any of these black cards come around. I'm just pick up the removal. We don't have any right now. Alright. Curious Pair isn't bad. It creates a food token, hopefully on turn 1. And it's a 1/3 body. I'm happy with it. The Rose Thorn Halbert came around. I wouldn't mind having Giant Skewer, but I'm just going to get another body for early game. Happy to see Ginger Brute in this strategy here. Hopefully we get some pumps. This isn't a green-black return things from the graveyard deck. I'm not even really considering Eye Collector yet at all. I'm just going to get a Merfolk Secret Keeper. I mean, if it's coming around late, why not pick it up? I guess I'll get this Spectre's Shriek, just so the bots don't, mistakenly not give us black. Giant Skewer fuels our strategy, I think, with food, but we don't have a lot of food payoffs just yet. I'm going to get Lash of Thorns, instant speed. Tempting Witch came around. I would have been happy with the Foreboding Fruit out of that pack. And I'm happy to see a Tall as a Beanstalk. It's been really good for me, just slapping that on a small creature and taking off on somebody. So I'm just thinking here, like, what do I want to do? There's Revenge of Ravens, there's Oakheim Adversary, there's Witch's Oven, there's Baked in the Pie. All just really good cards, and honestly, I really, really want the Revenge of Ravens. I love that it just gives it just kind of blanks all of their 1/1s completely. But there's also a Baked in the Pie in this pack, which creates a food token, destroys anything on the board, which does a lot of bombs in this set. I'm gonna go with the removal. I would love to. No, I just feel like if I pick Baked in the Pie, the bots might choose one of these green-black cards and then shift, but no, Baked in the Pie is solid all around. I'm going to get it. There's a Spinning Wheel. I'm going to pick that over the Lash of Thorns and the Garen Brick Carver and the Wolf's Quarry. Wolf's Quarry actually played pretty well for me. Bog Knotty has not played as well for me as I would like it to. I haven't really played with Keeper of Fables, but you have to be in kind of like the non-human strategy, which elf, food, human, spirit knight, human. Oh my gosh, I said human way too many times, so I don't think that's gonna be it. Here, since we are the food strategy, I'm just gonna pick Bog Knotty. Hopefully it stays on the board. Maybe we can pick up a Forever Young. I wouldn't mind having Return to Nature. There's a lot of artifacts and enchantments that are problems in this format. And it's way cheaper than Festive Funeral. Like, Return to Nature honestly takes out this 6-drop Golem. Here I'm just going to get the Marrowleaf Rider. Oh, we found some ramp. See, this is the Prophet of the Peak, and Return to Nature just kind of takes that out for no reason. There's Alkalite and there's Ginger Brute. I wouldn't mind having another Ginger Brute, but we might get some high drops that we want to play. Rosethorn Alkalite is good all around. I'm going to pick the Garen Brigg Paladin here in the 5-drop slot. The fact that it's mostly unblockable because it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and it can come out as like a 5/5. Very relevant. Now this pack has several cards that we would like. We have Beanstalk Giant. Search your library for a basic land. Put it on the battlefield. Shuffle your library. It's Beanstalk Giant's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. I'm gonna get it. I haven't played that card yet. We'll see how it does. I'm gonna pick the Tracker over the Festive Funeral. Alright. Sorry, I had to respond to some business. Anyways, Garen Brick Carver is a 4-drop. It pumps. And it's a 4-drop body. I like the Wolf's Quarry. We have 2 ramp spells. And Wolf's Quarry has actually just played well for me. Like, this is okay. It pumps, might kill something with Shield's Might early game. But honestly, I'm willing to play Wolf's Quarry again in the food strategy. I'm going to actually pick up the Forever Young here. I want at least one. I would have loved to have another Curious Pair. That would have been nice, but it didn't pan out that way. So there's a Field Wipe in white. We're not really looking at that. I mean, it's great if we were even close to playing white, but we're not. Realm Cloak Giant, 7-drop, white with Adventure Cast Off. Destroy all non-giant creatures. I think this goes like probably in like the white-green strategy or something, because you can play it for 7 and has Vigilant. Maybe white-green, maybe white-blue. Who knows? But we're not anywhere close to that. There's Outmuscle here, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. There's Kenrith's Transformation, and I would like it, but I'm just going to go with the Outmuscle. Kenrith's Transformation, you can maybe make one of your low drops 3/3, and draw you a card, but honestly, just being able to kill something and put a counter on it and make something indestructible, I found that to be pretty potent. So there's another Paladin, the Garen Brick Paladin. I'm happy to have 2 of those. There are also Knights, which is pretty relevant. There's also another Mana Rock there with Rosethorn Acolyte. I wouldn't mind having Rosethorn Acolyte over the Order of the Midnight. I mean, it does have the Adventure Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, though. Maybe that's what I want, just a little bit more graveyard recursion. Because there are a lot of mill strategies out there, and they're pretty deadly. Especially if you can't get your footing back. Like, we have a lot of cards here. Like, I gotta start seeing where I'm gonna make my cuts. Like, should I like right here, I'm thinking maybe I want to go Witch's Cottage. Just simply because I'm already making so many cuts. Like, I could get Reaper of the Night, 2. Yeah, I'm just going to get the land here. We have so many playables already. There's another insatiable appetite. I really want those. I'm gonna get the Foulmare Knight though. I know the familiar is nice, especially in the food strategy, so I'm just gonna go and pick that up. I would love to have another Reef Soul, but that just goes so well with what we're trying to do. Even Barrel Witches kind of does what we want because it gets one of our knights back from the yard. We already have one Forever Young. I mean, it could get milled over. And we have so many playables. I'm going to just get the Witch's Cottage. Pick up the Truanvale Tree Folk. Or Tuanvale Tree Folk. Goodness, I really don't even know what to do here. Maybe I take out the Return to Nature. Maybe I take out Lost Legion and Oathsworn Knight. No, Oathsworn Knight. Both of those cards are knights, actually. Maybe I take out the Tall as a Beanstalk. I could take out the Rider. I'm just trying to thin out the deck and see like what's my options here. I think I'm just gonna get another Witch's Cottage. I have so many playables. I don't want to have to make cuts. And here's another Tempting Witch, making more food for us. Insatiable Appetite came around. Another Insatiable Appetite. With so much food, it's gonna be delicious. Pun intended. So we just have a really solid green-black food deck. Started here. We can use that for 3. Put a land on the board. We want to stay at 17 lands. I think I'll take out Lost Legion. I think I'll take out Barrel Witches. They just don't go necessarily with the strategy. It could, Barrel Witches gets one of our knights back though. But Bognati, we can sack food and give creatures neg 3. That's just an engine, right? Maybe I take out a couple of these trackers. Still got 2 cuts to make. Let me see something. Okay. Like Barrel Witches gives me some recursion. Lost Legion gives me some scry. Who's not doing things for me? Maybe Gingerbrute gets cut. We're not as aggressive like that. I mean, it's good if you get counters and stuff on like with Tuanvale Tree Folk and stuff, but or if you get Rosethorn Halberd on it, that's actually really potent. I think we want all of our pumps. I think we want all of our ramp. Maybe I cut the Wolf's Quarry. I mean, it's just a. It just puts so many bodies on the board. It's so late though, and we have so many other things to do, I suppose, with this deck. We do. I'll go down to 16 lands. No, what am I saying? I just got to make one more cut. No, I think we can risk it. We do have mana rocks and things like that. Our highest drop is a 6 drop, but we can play that for 4 to pump things. We have a strong early game curve. We have solid creatures all around, so green, black, food. I think this is a pretty decent one. I could be wrong, but I'm excited to see how this works out today. Alright. So everyone, once again, this is a ranked Throne of Eldraine draft on MTG Arena. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe, help my channel grow. Small, just trying to, you know, build, practice, get better. I make misplays. I'm not a professional, I'm more of a casual player. But still trying to provide the best content I can. Just gonna get Oathsworn Knight out there. It can just start hitting in pretty decent. Oh my god. Okay, so we don't have any green mana. We're gonna look for some with Lost Legion. We'll get the black land. We'll get rid of the Tempting Witch. Just gonna put that into play. Put the witch. We had to put the Witch's Cottage into play because we need to be able to play Bog Knotty next turn. It would have been nice to get some gingerbread cabins, and it would be nice to see some green lands, but that is as the cookie crumbles there. Like barrel witches would be able to get it back from the yard whenever. We'll be able to get the Oathsworn Knight back from the yard. And they play out the Twinvale Treefolk. That is not green land. That's not green land at all. Alright, we're gonna have to block with the Lost Legion. We don't want to take 6 from this Twinvale Treefolk. Maybe that's what we bring back from the yard. Be able to scry again next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Oathsworn Knight first. Not really producing food as much as I would like. Like, that's a problem. Just gonna hold back here. Might have to sack off the Balganati. And that's my thing. If you don't have the food out with Balganati, it's just not gonna work out. There's the green land. Boom. So, I mean, I've been patient. This game might turn around. It's been pretty tough so far. We're definitely going to block on the Two-and-Veil Tree Folk. I think that's game. Alright. Gotta run 17, maybe even 18 lands in this deck. Do not want to have that happening. Once again, I think this knight is just... That wasn't what we wanted to do at all with that knight. Like, I think this is definitely just a green-black food strategy. I think we need to incorporate that as much as possible. Like, have early game creatures. Like, I don't know. I do not know. Like, when I play Tempting Witch, it's always too slow. Like, I felt like that whole game I was just kind of like trying to return things from the yard instead of being aggressive. So this is going to be an aggressive deck. That's just what it needs to be. I hate we don't really have any card draw mechanics at all. Like, that's a huge issue with the deck. I really feel like I should have overvalued that foreboding fruit. I really do. All right. Did some fine tuning to the deck. If all of those black, mono black specialty lands were green, I think we would have been in much better shape. The opponent was able to just get so much advantage off us by being able to produce food for free and get value left and right because of the land. It was nice. Once again, we're not seeing the green land. That's kind of what screwed us over last game. We had like green things that we just could not deploy due to our lack of green land. So we have spinning wheel in hand. If we can just get that on board, I think we'll be okay. We'll just put a Death Toucher out. I could wait till turn 3 and draw a card off of it, but that could be wrong. I'm just gonna get a creature on board. So they have Gingerbrute, and they're not attacking with it. So I'm just gonna Reave Soul the Gingerbrute. I know how potent Gingerbrute can actually be, especially if they get counters on it. Next turn we can play Oathsworn Knight, and we already have something on board, so it makes Oathsworn Knight a little more potent. I'm just gonna play Oathsworn Knight. We could have played Spinning Wheel, but not really need to. You can play Spinning Wheel and Insatiable Appetite next turn. Okay, they give it all that glitters. Now it has flying. They're swinging in for 3, but we're swinging in for 5, which I think is completely okay. And if we get one more land, we can play Wolf's Quarry. Oh man, I forgot to mark what deck we just played against. It was black and... was it green black? It was green black food. The mirror. Alright, they put some counters on it with Tree Folk, so they're swinging in for 5. Crack-a-lackin'. So we just play out the Order of Midnight. It can't block, but it gets us some more power on the board, and we swing it for 5. And if we can get one more land, we can start tapping down that Flutter Fox, and that's what's going to win us the game. That is not, that's not a land. If he has outflank. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So we just beat green-white enchantments. Not bad. That did more so what we wanted to do. Maybe that's a Fringe Dream with the 6-drop. I'm not even seeing this guy. This would help us put land on the board, but not even seeing it. So let's just run it back. Oh, this mana situation is atrocious. It's not giving us any, like, we haven't opened a hand up where we've seen dual lands yet. Like, what? But we do get to have a good turn too. We get to play Wildwood Tracker on turn 1 into Rosethorn Halberd on turn 2. I think that's going to be real lovely. Hopefully they don't like play turn 1 drop Death Toucher. It'd be real nice if we just got a black land here and played Cauldron Familiar into Rosethorn. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what we wanted. Okay. Attach that to the tracker. We're boom. They're at 15 on turn 2. Now that's insane. Okay, they have first strike now. But we do have Insatiable Appetite at this moment, which I think is great because we can get that off the board. Just gonna swing in with both. Just gonna get that off the board now. They're at 11. We're going against red-white knights, and we're crushing. Maybe I bring in Lash of Thorns. That would be nice to have right now. Another land would be really nice. There it is. So this becomes a 4-3. That's what we're going for. Kill that off. Attack. They're at 5 on turn 4. And next turn we just 2-Unveil Treefolk up one of our creatures, and that's game. That was a good one. Can't complain about that. Yeah, opponent. Are they just gonna time out? Really? No good game? No good games, opponent? Just because you got wrecked? I get wrecked all the time. I get wrecked all the time. Oh, maybe they had a phone call. Sometimes I have a phone call and I have to step away. Alright, well, we just crack lacking for 5. I mean, they played some solid. If they would have went first and had like a turn 1 into a turn 2 into a turn 3, maybe we would have been in a situation. But we were on the play, and we had a turn 1 into a turn 2 good spells, and kind of took off from there. That was pretty nice all around. Like, it was turn 4 and they were just nicked at the throat. Green black food isn't bad. It's not a bad deck to play with. Alright, now we start off with a good opening hand at least. I need to change my settings. All right. We will play out the familiar into the rider, I believe. Yeah, I still say we just Merrileaf Rider here. They have Scalding Cauldron, which could hurt, but we have to do what we must do. They just kill off the Rider here. So I'm gonna equip this here. And I'm gonna swing in to 5. I think that's fine. Make some food. Pass the turn. Okay. Now we can equip the halberd to something else. Yeah, we might have lost this game. Dang, Reaper of the Night. Just gonna pass the turn. Pass turn. Should have kept the Paladin. I mean, the Barrel Witches could have blocked it once, but should have kept the Paladin. We don't have nothing for that. Okay. We have a 6/7 now, so that's what we're gonna use. Alright, that's fine with me. Well, that's gonna be game. No, I'll play it out. I'll see what I draw. We'll block here. They have so much card advantage on us. I just don't feel like it's profitable. Like, it'll just be wasting time to play them. We don't have any card economy, really, like drawing cards, so have to take it as is. Yeah, I think we just still run it back. They had a pretty good deck. All right, well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. We have a turn 1 Wildwood Tracker. We have a turn 3 Savvy Hunter. We have things going on here. We just gotta see what we need. Drawing an extra land there is not horrible. It's not exactly what we want to see. Lash of Thorns isn't bad right there. We'll put out a land, swing in for 1. In turn. Okay, they look in our hand for something. They get rid of our Savvy Hunter, which is okay. I think the Spinning Wheel is actually pretty dangerous build itself, so I'm just gonna pass the turn there. Playing against blue-black. I forgot what we just played against. They're gonna tap down with Queen of Ice. That's fine. We can tap down with Spinning Wheel. We have more land coming, so wonderful. Alright, they play out Queen of Ice. We drew even more land. Wonderful. So they're just gonna draw some cards. Man, we are drawing infinite lands here. Okay. Yeah, that was going to be a chain of didn't say pleases. We drew, what, 4 or 5 lands in a row? That was just an awkward set of matches. Anyways, I don't know if I'm even gonna. That was rough. We played some good decks though, so I'll keep it. But wow, I feel like maybe I should have stuck with either a night strategy or a green black food strategy. I feel like I kind of tried to blend the two, and I don't think that went well together. I think some matches we was able to, pull it out, but other times it just kind of was rough for us. So yeah, if you enjoyed my video, please be sure to like and subscribe to help my channel grow in the future. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you next time.